Hi and hello, class. This is Mr. Craney, and welcome to U.S. History in High School. Now, I'm just gonna talk for a little bit, a few minutes, just go over the classroom rules, the expectations, and the technology that you'll be using in classroom for the duration of this school year. Okay. Now, let's start with the rules. Now, a lot of you are probably well aware of the expectations I have for you, like all your other teachers have. Basically, just come to the classroom prepared to participate, to raise your hand, be ready to be called upon. I will make this class very participation heavy, so make sure that you're ready to turn your attention to me once you sit down, because I can call on any one of you at any point in time. Now, this classroom is going to be a lot of dialogue based, so make sure you are ready to do Mr. C's partner participation. I will pair you up in groups, and you're just going to talk about what you learned today or in the week prior. Now, let's get down to the rules. Now, for the first rule, all assignments are to be turned in either on Friday or at the beginning of Monday next week, depending on where I have the assignment due date set at. Second rule, when addressing to your other classmate, whether during partner discussions or group projects or just simply, talking to one another in class, do not disrespect one another, okay? This classroom has a lot of different viewpoints, and a lot of you are not going to agree with one another on which side you think is correct, morally objectable, or what have you, okay? Make sure you respect each other, right? Shake hands with one another, all right? Now, third rule is basically if you have a question at any point in time, do not shout it out. Raise your hand. That should be pretty simple there. You've been taught this since elementary school, so just remember, got a question, raise your hand. All right, if you need to use the restroom, raise your hand, and I'll call on you and write you up a hall pass, okay? Fourth rule, personal belongings. Put them underneath your desk. Do not let them be staying out in the aisles where people can trip on them, okay? And for your cell phones, they are in your backpack or they are put away in the phone confiscation, in the phone bin at the side of the class. Like some of your districts have already implemented. Make sure you just have them put away, not in your pockets. Got it? Now, what to expect if you don't follow the rules? No. Some cases, your name could be written up if you leave classroom without my permission. You could get a detention if you disrespect one another. I will not tolerate bullying in this classroom, okay? No bullying, no cyberbullying, none of that. And secondly, when it comes to your phones, if I see it out at any point in time in class, if you were just sending a quick text, I will confiscate them, okay? They will be sitting on my desk for you to retrieve at the end of the school day. All right, according to your school policies, I can do that, so do not have them out. Got it? Now, little fun procedures, something for you to get ready to. When you get into this classroom, you will start off by having your notebooks, your Chromebooks out, anything you need to take notes, and we'll start a 30 to 40 minute lesson on what we're learning today. And then afterwards, I expect a little 5-minute turn and talk. Just turn to your partner that I pre-approved to you. Just say, hi, hello, what did you think about today's lesson? You could say you liked it, didn't like it, what made you think. Just so long as you stay on topic. Don't talk about what you're doing after school today. Don't talk about what you're going to have for lunch. Stick to history discussions only. And if we have time at the end, we can do a little fun memory game. Essentially, you'll see that there's a bunch of whiteboards at the front of my classroom. Just pick them up, and I'll say a series of questions. You just write down whatever answers you think, and if you get enough answers correct, I might throw out a Kit Kat bar just for fun, okay? Now, pre-approved technology, okay? Now, let's talk about the two technologies I expect you to be using throughout this school year. First off is Google Slides, and the other is Kahoot. Now, for many of you, you should already know what Google Slides is, but if you don't, understand that it's just a digital platform that you can use to visually display your content or whatever you're planning on doing for your end of 9 weeks project. All right, a lot of these projects will allow you to be partnered up, so make sure you divide the content evenly. Make sure that both partners are working together in tangent, not one side doing all the work while the other one's just sitting back, okay? Now, I expect you to basically go to that little plus sign and make sure you click and make sure you have 10 to 15 slides. That is mandatory for all projects. Make sure you share your viewing permission with me so I can check up on you, see if you're doing good or need improvement. Now, When it comes to Kahoot, it's just a little fun practice game you can do to make sure you're ready for your next quiz, test, exam, what have you. I will pre-make some of these games and let them be open for you to practice with in classroom a week before the test begins. So when you get ready, we'll just talk about what game we'll be doing today for the test preparation at the end of the week, and then we'll just move on to playing Kahoot. Now, not all the questions on the exam will be in Kahoot, so make sure you have your notes with you to also practice with. That's why you got to pay attention. And when it comes to Kahoot, there are a lot of other games you can try and practice with, but make sure you stick to Mr. C's specific games. A lot of times, people can make Kahoots and they have the wrong answers, or people will just make up questions, okay? Now, when it comes to proper use in technology, when you're creating Google Slides, make sure you're just making your own content, not just using AI. I will run these through a checker, so be ready for that. And secondly, when it comes to Kahoot, I mentioned this earlier, make sure that you're not 100% using Kahoot to study for your quiz or exam, okay? Some of the questions will be on there, some of the questions will be not. So be ready to use your notes. Don't use Kahoot as a 100% guarantee way to study, okay? Now, I hope this will be a great school year. I look forward to knowing all of you. So when you get into class, put your stuff away. These are just the procedures, so put your stuff away. Make sure you have your notebook, Chromebook out and ready to go to take notes. And make sure you have your eyes on the front of the class towards me. I will be calling on some of you just to talk over what we did in the week prior or just yesterday, okay? So I hope this is going to be a great school year. Happy to get to know you. Oh, have a great day.